My wife is dating another woman, I don't know what to do. Hello all, heads up, ITS long. A little background before my question. My wife and I had been dating for 6 years before we got married in 2020. We were both 24. We also knew each other throughout high school and even went to the same church as kids. In the fall of 2018, my now wife messaged a semi-famous musician on Instagram some very inappropriate things. I found out via her showing me something on her phone and the messages were pulled up. I was very hurt by this and was not sure how to proceed. I ended up forgiving her as it did not seem to be an issue due to the difference in status between her and the musician. I figured that she probably would not actually do anything with someone real. I ended up proposing in spring of 2020 after spending some time away with work in the beginning of 2020. I realized while I was away that I did not want to be with anyone else. We had never had an issue before then. Fast forward to now. She has been working a lot and has made really good friends with a female from work who happens to be gay. I did not think anything of it. This began about 3 months ago. Over the next few months, I noticed that she would always call her when I was not around, or text her rather sneaky-like. I called her out on it about 1 month ago. She confirmed my suspicions and told me she would no longer continue talking to her late at night and not hide anything from me. She also said, I would never do/say anything to anybody that I would not want you to say. I felt good about our understanding and we moved on. Today, I was in our room on vacation with her family when I dropped her Apple Watch from our nightstand. Curiosity got the better of me and I went through her messages with her coworker. I was very disappointed with my findings of flirty pictures, very flirtatious text messages, and late-night phone calls. Never any nudes or I love yous. Only playful flirting. I am at a true loss for what to do next. I asked her why, and she said that she just likes the new feeling and that she is either all in or not in when it comes to people. The things said on the messages do not just indicate friends. She also does not have any close friends or communicates with anyone unless she sees them multiple times a week. She said that she has not done anything outside of text and calls. How do I believe this? I know that I am not a perfect husband, but I have never cheated or done anything remotely close to this. We have always been different but have always had an understanding on who we are as individuals and what compromises needed to be made for each other. I feel like I have lost all trust, even though she hasn't done anything physical. Any advice/similar stories/recommendations? TLDR. I have no clue what to do next and searching for guidance. Comments. 1. I feel like I have lost all trust, even though she hasn't done anything physical, that you know/are aware of. OP, what happened to this? I would never do/say anything to anybody that I would not want you to say. Is she actually saying she'd be fine with you flirting with someone else? I doubt it. So, she's gaslighting you hard, which is immature, childish behavior, sneaking, lying, etc. So, be the adult in the room. Just tell her straight up that you know she's continued with behavior that is not acceptable to you and that she knows is not acceptable. Whether or not she's taken it physical is up for debate because you cannot trust her now. Tell her some form of this. XYZ, since you've continued with behavior toward another person that is not acceptable and you know is not acceptable to me, my only logical conclusion is that this person is more important to you than me in our marriage. I'm not going to do some kind of pick-me dance since I thought that was settled when we exchanged vows of fidelity before God, our family and friends. I want you to be free to flirt with and be romantically involved with anyone you want to be. You can send flirty texts and pics all day every day to dozens of people if you'd like, just not as my wife. Think it over and let me know what you decide by the end of the week, and walk away. Know your worth and believe it OP. If you don't, who will? 2. I 100% back this comment. The whole wouldn't say or do anything I wouldn't do or say in front of you should have been thrown out the minute you found the messages to that famous musician. What I'm getting from that is, if that musician wanted her he could have her. Red flag number 1. Has there been any indication that she was bisexual? She obviously never confessed this to you directly in the past. It could be 2 things: A, she's selfishly leading this other women on because she likes the attention, or B, she is experimenting with her sexuality and realizing through this women that she may have a thing for girls. The latter would definitely have developed into a physical affair had you not caught her. 3. She's done this twice now, how many more times are you going to forgive her? She is emotionally cheating, maybe physical, and looking for affirmation outside of the marriage. That's a problem she has and a problem she needs to fix. You can't do it for her. Cheaters are ultimately selfish, they don't love in the same way. She gets what she needs from you, stability, security, but looks for different things from different people. The moment the stable part looks shaky, they rush to make it secure again, but after a while restart the cheating behavior. 4. Unconditional trust is the foundation of any solid relationship. If there isn't trust in a relationship, there isn't any foundation and thus no relationship. You have had the discussion about your feelings regarding the other woman. She told you she would stop communicating with her but didn't, so she lied to you and deceived you about it. When she says she hasn't done anything other than text or photos, how can you possibly believe her, because she has already proven her willingness to hide things and lie to you? You have a solid reason for not trusting her. I am not saying your wife is a bad person, but her activities will not stop, and as her infatuation and curiosity increases, so will her activities, from texting and photos to physical activities. She obviously has a desire to have a relationship with a woman, whether it is with you in her life or not, but the statement about being all in or all out is total BS, because if she was all in with you, she would respect your desires for your relationship and not lie to you or disrespect you. I can't tell you what to do, but I would discuss separation, with a plan of moving forward with divorce, so she can explore her other desires before she actually cheats on you. If she says she will stop talking to this person, she might, but her feelings about other women will not stop, and she will either repress them and resent you for it, or she will explore her desires behind your back and lie to you about it. It's your choice, but it doesn't seem like it is going to work for you long term, and her having sexual desires for a different relationships, not just a different person, isn't going to be fixed by just counseling or talking about it. 5. Is your wife loyal? Obviously not. Will she cheat on you later given the chance, assuming she has not done so already? Obviously yes. Does she respect and love you? Obviously not. Do you want to wait until your finances are even more entangled than now and when kids are in the picture, or do you kick her to the curb now, when alimony etc. will be a minor concern? I hope the answer to the last question is as obvious to you as the first ones. 6. Cheaters never did, do not now, and will never love you in the same way you love them. There are many aspects of loving a person. Most of us seek all the aspects we need from our forever partners. Knowing there is no perfect match, we accept shortfalls from our partners, and realize they accept shortfalls from us. We do not shame our partners by going outside of the relationship to fill our desires, which is a public admission your partner isn't good enough, and you only kept them around for the mundane stuff. We trust each other. We love each other enough to see past the shortfalls. Cheaters do not accept shortfalls from their forever partners. They feel justified in going outside the relationship, proving they consider that you are not good enough. They may even boast about it in order to feel even more validated. Cheaters need at least one relationship to be the default, rock-steady, background foundation to their love aspects, which is usually you. You do not fulfill their highest need, that comes from the physical/emotional affair partner, but without your role in this, everything crumbles. Thus, if you threaten to break off the relationship, the cheater will drop everything and promise you whatever it takes to get you to relent. They will be sincere in their passion for you, right up to the point you give in. Once re-established, the cheater can breathe a sigh of relief and go back to fulfilling their other needs with someone else once again. Your trust is gone. It is like virginity once lost, you can never get it back again. The cheater showed you that you failed. If you accept this character flaw in a cheater, you cannot expect things to get better in the long run. Forevermore, everything will remind you that the cheater considers you second best at most. Wouldn't it be nice to find someone who doesn't cheat and will love you in a way they see past your shortfalls? It's time to let go.